Hello, everyone. Good evening. Guys, we'll wait for another 2-3 minutes and then we will be starting the quiz. All right, let's start with the session. So once again, good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Can you all hear me? Okay, perfect. So we'll start with the quiz. I'm sharing the link for the quiz. Please take this. You have 5 minutes, complete the quiz, and then we will move on into today's topic. Guys, you have 2 more minutes. Please complete the quiz. All right, so let's start with the discussion of answers. All right, so if you see the first one, what happens when you refresh data in a Power Query? What is the solution for this? Option A, it reruns all transformation steps and updates the data from the original source. See, refresh option will not only be useful when you add a new data set. It will also be helpful when you have new rows or add new columns in the existing data. So yesterday we had 3 clients and then we brought in the 4th client. But even in the 3 clients, if your data is getting updated, that will still be done with your Power Query refresh option. So it reruns all transformation steps and updates the data from the original source. In Power Query, how do you apply basic calculations like addition, subtraction, percentage changes? So there is this standard option. Under this add column, there is a standard. It is also there in transform, but it works better when you add it as a new column, right? Under the standard calculation. What is the benefit of importing files from a folder in Power Query? Option A, it allows automatic merging of multiple files, right? It's okay if you have different kinds of files or different structures, it allows you for that merging. Even if you have hundreds of files in one folder, you can upload all the files in one go. Which of the following file types can be imported from a folder in Power Query? So whatever is allowed or supported by a Power Query like Excel, CSV, text, all these can be uploaded into your Power Query with the help of a folder. The last one, in Power Query, what should you do if your new files are added to a folder and you want to include them in your data set? Refresh. All we need to do is just refresh. It could be new data, it could be new rows or new columns also. Everything would work. So it's very simple. In Power Query, what you should do is to refresh. You will be refreshing the data set. Right. I hope you are clear on this, whatever we have learned. Now, quickly, let me tell you what is going to be the agenda for the day. Let me open a new Power BI report. Guys, today's session is not going to be a single session. In fact, this is going to be a continuation. Like, we'll learn something today and tomorrow it will be continued. It's going to be a big topic. And what we will be learning today is the concept of dashboard, right? We will understand the concept of a dashboard, like how to create a dashboard in Power BI, right? And for that, we have a few set of data, and I want you all to download it. Maybe first download this data. So whatever link that I've given in dashboard data, there will be three files. There will be orders, there will be customers, and there is also products. There are three files that is present inside the folder. Download all the three files, and then we will work on loading it. Then, we will spend some time on loading that into your, Power BI. But for now, download all these three. I'll give you all a couple of minutes, get all the three data. We'll first discuss these data, and then we will move on into loading it into Power BI. We will not be directly jumping into Power BI today. We will first understand the data. We'll understand a few problem statements, and only then we will be moving on into Power BI. If you have downloaded all the three data, please let me know. Okay, great. Others, I'll give you all, maybe one more minute. Please download the data. So you can see these are the three files: customers, orders, and product. Now we will work with all the three files. We are going to work with all the three files, but not right now. Right. I'll open this file orders first so that, in the time it gets downloaded, you can understand this data. Right now, first of all, what do you think is a dashboard? Anyone, have you heard about this term dashboard before? What is a dashboard? Any idea? Yes. Anyone, guys, what do you think is a dashboard? Okay, one response I got is dashboard is a report of our analysis. All right. Anything else? So guys, let me tell you, see, dashboard is a summarized version. It's something that gives you the detailed information about your data in a very, visual manner. So dashboard is a combination of KPIs and charts, right? You can create multiple charts. You can create multiple numbers. This is what you call as a dashboard. So everything would be present on one screen. For example, if I want to have a dashboard of your class, the number of students would be present in the screen. The average age of the students would be present. The average marks that you score on the exam would be present. The name of the top 5 students would be present. What is the background? Like which hometown are you guys mostly from? All this detailed information will be present in a dashboard. So that is the idea. It's a summarized version of your data. And I'll tell you why this is going to be helpful. Now, see, this is our data. Okay. Orders is our master data because that is the bigger one. The other two ones are very small. The customers and the product are very small. But if you look at orders, and if I just scroll down to the end in my data, if I come to the end, you can see that I have 57,000 or close to 58,000 rows. Now, when you have these many rows, it is not going to help me when I look at this data row by row. I don't want to look at the data row by row to understand what is working, what is not working. that itself will consume a lot of time, and I'll not be remembering things, right? What I looked at the first row, when I go to 10th row, I'll be forgetting it. So looking at the data one by one is not going to help me. And for that, we will be creating a dashboard, which is, as I said, is a summarized version. It will be consisting of multiple charts, multiple graphs, and a lot of numbers. Right? Are you guys clear? Any doubts? Are you clear with what is a dashboard? Say, I'll tell you how to create and all that, but are you clear with what is a dashboard? Now, one thing, and one thing, it could be a happy thing for you. So in Power BI, we will not be learning any more topic, because whatever was to be covered, we have covered it. Now, dashboard is nothing but using all that what we have learned before. For example, we have learned DAX. We'll be using DAX in dashboard. We have learned, formatting of a chart. We'll be using that formatting of a chart in dashboard. So there is nothing new. Probably very small topics could be left, but there is nothing new that we will be learning. It's just that whatever we learned before, we are going to apply it. We are going to do the same thing in our dashboard. So first, let's understand the data. See, this is a B2B business. Do you guys know what is B2B? Have you heard about this term B2B? If yes, what is B2B? Any idea? Okay, B2B full form is business to business. But what is it? What is B2B? I mean, I understand the full form is business to business, but can you tell me what does that mean? Okay, let's keep it like this. See, you might be working for an e-commerce company. Now, this e-commerce company, if it directly sell to customers, then it is B2C, right? But B2B is when one company sells to another company, right? It will not directly sell to the customer, right? And I'm going to tell you why is this a B2B? Why do I call this as a B2B? Now, if you see, we have columns like order ID. Every row is a specific order ID. On what date was the order placed? Right now, this is a company, and from this company, a lot of other business are making orders. On what date the order was placed? What is the customer ID? Like which customer placed the order? What product they ordered. Now, we don't know the name of the customer. We don't know what product they ordered. And this is why we have the other two sheets, which is something we'll be using later, right? So customer ID and product ID is present. And if you look here, the order quantity, if you look at each row, these companies are ordering quantities of 110, 347, 187, and so on. See, as a customer, you and I, we will not be buying these many products. Let's take Amazon, for example. See, from Amazon, you will not be ordering 100 quantities of a product. You will not order 300 quantities of a product. Who will order is another business. Now, if you plan to buy 100 quantities from Amazon and you want to sell it to someone else, then only you would be buying it. So a business might buy, but a customer will not buy. And you need to keep that in mind. So this is a B2B data. The order quantity, like how much each customer has ordered, is given. What is the date in which the delivery was agreed? Like even when you make an online order, you will be getting a delivery date. Like this is the date in which your product will be delivered. But what is the actual delivery date? Now, if you see, this first product was planned to be delivered on March 4 and it is delivered on March 4. Like that, there could be orders where it is delivered on time and there could be orders where it is not delivered on time. But yeah, this is the idea. The agreed delivery date and the actual delivery date is present. And then the delivery quantity. Like I might order 5 products, but I might only get 3 products or 3 quantity of products. So that is this delivery quantity. So order quantity, delivery quantity, agreed delivery date, actual delivery date, order placement date, and all this data is present with us. Now, my goal is, see, if this is a company, and guys, I'm going to tell you how a data analyst will work on a real time basis. if any of you want to become a data scientist, if you're aspiring to become a data scientist, you can go ahead with this project. See, a data analyst on a day-to-day basis, what they would be doing is they'll be getting data sets like this, big data sets. And it could be from a client, which is from a different company, or their own company could give them data. Once this happens, the data analyst will try to understand this data and they will create some insights from the data. And that's what you're also going to do. We are going to use this data to create a dashboard for our client. Because my client is not understanding anything, right? The clients might not be having analytical knowledge, and that's why they are paying a data analyst to work. The client might not know what this data says and everything, right? And that is our goal. We are going to analyze this data and we will be creating a dashboard. So today and tomorrow, we will be working on creating the dashboard. Any doubts till this point, guys? Are you clear what is going to be our agenda? What is a dashboard? Everything, is it making sense? If you guys are stuck anywhere, if anything is not confused, clear, if anything is confusing, please let me know. I'll repeat it. Because if you're clear on the data, the next step is going to be very easy for you to understand. So data analyst will do a lot of things. This is one part of their job. Creating dashboards is one part of their job. Now, when we are creating a dashboard, there is two parts that is involved in it. One is the data preparation, and the other one is creating it in a tool, like adding charts, adding colors, like making it look good, right? Probably today we will not be having the time for design. We'll first work on data preparation. Tomorrow we will be working on the design aspect. Now, let me ask you a question. What do you think is the first step that someone would do when they are creating a dashboard? Take a guess. It's okay if you're wrong, but what do you think? What is step one in creating a dashboard? Any guesses? Okay, clean data. That's a very good answer. Unfortunately, cleaning data comes at step two, right? Data cleaning or data analysis comes at step two. But yeah, that is very important, data cleaning. So remove and duplicate, all that works in data cleaning. Okay, I'll give you a small hint. See, let's assume you are planning to build a house, right? You're planning to build a house. What do you think will happen first? Will the people who are building your house, will they directly go lay the bricks, put in cement and start painting, or do they have something with them? And only then they'll be, yes. What do you think? It's blueprint or layout. So the the data analyst should first plan on a layout or should plan a blueprint, and only then they would be working on creating the layout. So what I'll do is I'm going to create a plan for my analysis, and this plan will consist of the elements, right? Consist, or I'll say elements in my, this is an operation data, not the hospital operation. This is operations of a company, right? Operations data. Now, what are all the elements that is going to be there? Have a look. First, in fact, I'm going to have 4 numbers in my dashboard. These numbers are known by the term KPI. KPI full form is key performance indicator. That's a number, right? For example, you might be having a KPI of scoring 80 marks in one subject. So target or how have you performed is your KPI, right? That number. So numbers are another term that what we call a KPI for. So if you guys have any doubts regarding the recordings, you can talk to your Sunstone team. They would be the one to help you. See, we will be having 4 elements or 4 numbers in my dashboard, and let's see how that works. First one is total, or okay, let's keep this. in time delivery percentage. First number that we are going to calculate is in time delivery percentage. Then we have, or okay, not in time, the grammar is on time delivery. The next one is in full delivery percentage. We are going to calculate the in full delivery percentage. And then we are going to calculate. Now, don't worry if you're confused with this. I'll tell you what are these things. Then we will calculate something called as OTIF. OTIF is on time in full delivery percentage. On time in full delivery percentage. And finally, we will also be calculating total number of orders. So we are going to calculate these four numbers: on time delivery percentage, in full delivery percentage, on time in full delivery percentage, and total number of orders. So on today's session, we will focus on this. There is a few other things that we will be adding, which we will do it later. So first, these are the elements that we are going to have in our dashboard. These are our KPI. So KPIs means key performance indicators. Now, guys, once again, don't worry about what are these things. I'll explain to you what is on-time delivery, how to calculate it. All this I'll explain to you. Don't worry on that. Right now, let's load this data into our Power BI. Let's load all the three data sets into Power BI. And then we will look at the terms one by one. We'll understand all the three terms one by one. Everyone, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Please load all the three data sets. You can do it one by one. Import data from Excel. Just go to the place where the data is present. Select the file, give open. Like this, please do all the three data sets. Let's just wait till this is loading. But in the meantime, you guys also try loading the data one by one. So I have orders. I'll just select this and I'll say load. Today we'll not use anything on Power Query. We'll do the Power Query thing later, but I'm loading the orders data. I'll load the other two also, but tomorrow we will be using the remaining two. Let's wait for some time. This will get loaded. So I have shared a dataset link. There are three datasets in this link. Let me share it. Orders, customer, and product. Download all the three data and we will be working on that. So orders is loaded. Similarly, I'm going to load product and customer. Guys, please load all the three. Make sure all the three are present. So I've loaded orders, I've loaded products, I'll also be loading customer. Right, you can see that here, two data sets are loaded. I'll be loading the other one also soon. Perfect. So we have all the three data loaded and we'll be working with these datas one by one. We'll start with orders. We'll not be looking at the other two. We'll start with orders. Now have a look at this orders and you guys tell me what do you think is this. The first number that we are looking at is on-time delivery. What do you mean by an on-time delivery? You have the data in front of you. So what do you think? What is an on-time delivery from the data? Or how can you identify whether a delivery is on time or not? Yes. Just take a guess, guys. What do you think is an on-time delivery? How can I define an on-time delivery? What columns do you think we can use? Yeah. So if the delivery is made within agreed date. See, have a look at the first one. The first order, the agreed delivery date is March 5. And the actual delivery date is also March 5. So do you think this is an on-time delivery? Yes, right? This is a delivery that is done on time. Agreed is also March 5. Delivery is also on March 5. Now, if you look at the third one, the agreed delivery date. So don't worry about order placement. Order placement date is something we are not, bothered about. If you look at the third order, the agreed delivery date is March 9, but actual delivery date is March 10. So do you think the third one is an on-time delivery? Third one is not an on-time delivery, right? So we are going to use a very simple logic here. If the agreed delivery date and the actual delivery date are same, it's an on-time delivery. If the agreed delivery date is not equal to the actual delivery date, it is a delayed delivery. Everyone is clear with the logic? How can we define an on-time delivery? Perfect. Now, what we will do is let's work on this, and we will be doing it with DAX. Percentage, we will calculate later. First, I'm going to create a new column. And in this new column, for every row, I'm going to say whether it's an on-time delivery or a delayed delivery. And I'm going to show you how. Guys, please listen to this. This is very important. You can do it. I'll give you some time, but first listen to this. You can go to modeling in your data. You can go to new column. So modeling, and you can choose new column. Now in this new column, you will be writing the formula. See, we have learned this already. In fact, I'm not going to use any different formula. We have learned it. We'll be using the if condition. So I'll say on time delivery, right? We will be making this as on time delivery. On time delivery equal to, I'll be writing the function if. We have learned if already. First, you'll write the logical test, then what the result is true and what if the result is false. What is the logical test here? Anyone, can you tell me what is the logical test? What should we give here in the logical test for this on-time delivery? Whether the agreed time and the actual time are same. I'm not going to subtract. I'm going to check whether they are equal. So I would say, okay, guys, one small thing. See, when you're loading multiple data, sometimes your new column might be added here. Your new column might be added in customer, but we are adding the new column here in orders. So what you do is select this order, click on this order once, and then go for a new column. Right under modeling, you can go for a new column. If you don't select this orders, what happens is it will actually add the column in the other two tables. We want the column to be added in orders. Right? Okay, it's better if I delete this. We are going to add the customer and the product later. Just click on the three dots on the right side and delete customer and product. Let's have only orders for now. Let's not have product or customers because that might confuse the analysis a little bit. So we'll have only orders. We'll go for new column. And here in new column, we will write the formula. On time delivery equal to if the agreed delivery date is equal to actual delivery date. Very simple. We'll just say if the agreed delivery date equal to actual. You don't need to give dot date. If needed, we can do that, but we don't need to give this. Comma. Now I need to write the result if true and the result is if false. Now look at this. I can write it like this. In double quotes, I can say on time, but don't do this. Just look. And I can say delayed, but I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to say on time and delayed. I'm going to make it without quotes. I will say 1, 0, which means 1 denotes delivery on time. 0 denotes delivery delayed. The logic behind me using 1 and 0 is for further calculations, this would be very helpful. If you have it as a text, we cannot do any addition or multiplication on that. That is why having these things as numbers would be very helpful. So 1 means it's a delivery that is done on time. 0 means it's a delivery that is delayed. Is this clear? What I've written on if? Are you guys clear on this? So in programming, we'll use a double equal to. In Power BI, you can use a single equal to. That is enough. So I'm going to give a tick. Let's run this. And once this is run, you can go to your table view. And here, see, a new column is created. This column is called as on-time delivery, and this is created. Wherever the delivery is on time, you have 1. Wherever it's not on time, you have 0. So let me show you the formula. This is the formula. Please have a look and enter it on your data. Guys, I'll give you 2 minutes. Please get ready, get this on-time delivery ready. Yeah, guys, please copy this. Make sure you write this formula, create it as a new column. Don't make the mistake of selecting a new measure or a new table. Now we need a new column only. Others also, please try. You have 1 more minute. Now, if you're clear on this, can you tell me what is the logic behind, or what could be the formula behind the second number, which is in full delivery? How would you define in full delivery? Yes, anyone? By looking at this data, what do you think is an in full delivery? Yes, guys, what do you think is in full delivery? No, date is not. I'll give you a clue. It has nothing to do with date. What do you mean by in full? Yes, order quantity is equal to delivery quantity. right? There is this column of order quantity and there is a column of delivery quantity. See, if you make a order of 5 products and you get only 3 products, it's not a delivery that is done in full. If you order 5 products and you get 5 products, it means that the delivery is full. So now we will check this order quantity, whether this is equal to delivery quantity. So what I want you to do is try doing it on your own using the if condition, check in full delivery. So create a new column using DAX on for in full delivery. Try this, everyone. I'll give you all 2-3 minutes. I show you the previous formula. You can use that formula. Just don't put this exact formula. Use this logic, a logic very similar to this. Change the columns. 1, 0, it should be the same. If it is in full, it is 1. If it is not in full, it should be 0. Only change the logical test. I'll give you 2 more minutes. If you have done, you can let me know. Others, please try this. Try this in full delivery. You have 1 more minute. Okay, I'll also be doing this. I'll go to modeling. I'll create a new column. And here, let's name this as in full delivery. In full delivery equal to if the condition is order quantity, there is this order quantity is equal to delivery quantity. We'll be checking this. If the order and the delivery quantity are equal, then it is 1, which means it's a delivery that is done in full. Else it's 0. It's a delivery that is not proper. So in full delivery equal to order quantity is equal to delivery quantity 1 and 0. I'll run this. So go back to your table view. See, we also have in full delivery present here. Right. So here is the formula. Guys, are you all clear till this? Any doubts? Are you clear with both on-time delivery and in full delivery? Okay, please try this, everyone. Guys, the last one is we have done both. Total orders will be doing tomorrow, but there is this third condition, which is on time in full. And I want you to execute this. Try calculating OTIF. OTIF stands for on time in full delivery. You think for a logic, what could be this formula for on time in full? You try this. It's okay if you are getting it as wrong. I'll anyway give the solution after another 2 minutes, right? But before that, try calculating this OTIF. I'll give you all time till 9:20. Work on this, and then we will, go ahead and you can look at my screen. So first, understand what does OTIF means. Think for a logic, and then write the formula. Don't directly jump in into writing formulas. So I'll not tell you right now. You can think in your own way. Try this logic, but first validate whether it is correct, and then you can use the formula. Don't, once again, I'm saying don't directly jump in into formulas. If you have done, you can let me know in the chat. Okay, Krishna, what you have done seems to be right. Still, I'll also try this. So Karthikeyan, what you sent, there is a small mistake. And okay, everyone, please listen. Let me give the logic. See, how many of you think that it is to get OTIF, the easiest way is to check whether on-time delivery is equal to in-full delivery? We'll check on-time delivery is equal to in-full delivery, and it is OTIF. How many of you think this? Do you guys think this as the logic? Okay, now that is not the correct approach, and I'll tell you why. If you have a look, see this one, on-time delivery is 1, in-full delivery is 1, which means it's delivered on time, it's delivered in full. So OTIF will also be 1. Here, this is 1, this is 0, so it will be 0, which is correct. Here, this is 0, this is 1, so we'll get 0. That is also correct. Unfortunately, if you look at this order, where on-time delivery is also 0, in-full delivery is also 0. Now, when you check on-time delivery is equal to in-full delivery, even the 0 and the 0 would be compared. And since these two are 0, you will be getting 1 as the result. But in reality, the delivery was not done on time. It is not delivered in full. So OTIF should be 0. And this is why you should not be looking at on-time delivery is equal to in full delivery. So your logic is half correct. I'll tell you how we can solve this. I'll go to modeling. I'll be opening a new column, creating a new column, and have a look. This time, what I'll be doing is I'm going to check for two conditions. Right? We will be checking for two conditions. So I can say if you want to use multiple conditions together inside if, what other function can you add? If you have learned Excel, you would be knowing this. If you want to use more than one condition as a more than one logical test, what operator you will be using? The AND operator, right? So if and what I'll be checking is I'll check whether this on-time delivery is equal to 1, comma. I'll also check whether this in full delivery is equal to 1. I'll check whether on time is 1 and in full is 1. I'll not be working. I'll not be checking whether they are equal. If they are equal, that's not going to help me. Right? So if and means both the conditions should be true. On time delivery is equal to 1. In full delivery is equal to 1, comma 1, comma 0. This is your logic for getting the OTIF. You can use if and operator will check for more than one condition. On-time delivery is equal to 1 and full delivery is equal to 1. If both are 1, you will get the output as 1, else you will be getting the output as 0. Is this logic clear? What I have done here in the formula, are you guys clear with this? Perfect. So I'll run this. I'll show you the output and then you can work on the code. So you can go to this here, and if you scroll to the right, you can see now it is proper. In OTIF delivery, if it is 1, 1, it's 1. 1, 0 is also 0. 0, 1 is also 0. 0, 0 is also 0. This is the most important point to check. If the delivery is not on time and not in full, then it will be 0. Is this making sense? Are you guys clear? Yeah, please copy this. If you have not done, please write down this formula and get the solution. Yes, I'll give you a couple of minutes. Please make sure you have all the three: on time, in full, and OTIF. Okay, are you guys done with this? All right, perfect. Now that you have this three, we will get the remaining values. Now, if you see, this is only a data prep. We have not got the percentage. Out of all the orders, what percentage was delivered on time? What percentage was delivered in full? We have not got the percentage. We have not got the total number of orders. So I'm going to give you a small hint of what we will be doing today. We'll calculate these percentages. For all the three, we'll calculate percentage. We'll get the total number of orders. And we'll also be getting top 5 customers based on quantity ordered will get top 5 products based on quantity ordered. And the last one is city as a filter. So this is my entire dashboard. My dashboard is going to have 7 elements. Okay, these 7 elements will have DAX, it will have filters, it will have top end filters, it will have this as a bar chart, right? If you see, the last 2 or 5 and 6 are going to be bar charts. These are going to be the elements that we will be having in our final dashboard. So now we have done partial, we have not done full. We have got on-time delivery, in full delivery, and OTIF delivery, but not the percentages. So tomorrow we will calculate the percentage of all 3. We'll calculate the total number of orders, and these would be numbers. So you might be seeing a small gap because the first 4 are numbers. Right? The first 4 are numbers, whereas 5, 6, 7 are charts. 5 and 6 is chart, 7 is a filter, which is also a kind of chart. What I want you to do is please save this. So don't close this without saving. Make sure you go to file and you save this, save as. Right? And you can save it in any place. You can save it in desktop, you can save it in documents. That's up to you. Right? I will be saving this as operations dashboard. Right? I'll be saving this as operations dashboard, and I'll just give save. It will be saved. Is anyone any doubts on what we have learned today? Okay, if you are having some boxes, it could be because I think it's because of the Zoom screen. You might be having that chat and everything. Don't worry, I have not done anything on the right side. Just focus on the left side. Go to file, save as. For now, just go to file and save as. Tomorrow I'll be having the screen somewhere else so that you can see. This is the Zoom's chat and the image, and that's why you are having this. Have you all saved it? Perfect, guys. Please don't skip tomorrow's session because, as I said, this is a continuation, right? Whatever we have done till now, it's going to be a continuation on tomorrow's session. So make sure you attend on time. You understand whatever we have done till now, and don't join late. I can see that you guys have a habit of joining late. Don't do that. I'm saying this for your own good. You don't want to miss out on very important topics, right? Let me give the playlist recordings and the feedback link. You can refer to this playlist recording, and please do fill the feedback form. Right. That's all on today's session. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining. Have a good night, and let's meet tomorrow. We'll enjoy. Okay. Good to hear that. Yeah. Thanks, everyone.